Hello everyone. In our classroom lecture, we have started our second unit of advanced surveying, that is theodolite surveying. In the theodolite surveying, we have started that instead of in the compass surveying we are measuring the bearing, but in the theodolite surveying we are directly measuring the angles. We can get directly the angles. That is the main difference between the compass and theodolite. So we have already discussed there is a classification of theodolite. The theodolite is classification basis on its horizontal axis and vernier or the scale. Though on the depending on the horizontal axis, it is firstly classified as transit theodolite and second is classified as non-transit theodolite. So we will first see what is meant by transit theodolite and non-transit theodolite. Then second classification is based on the your scale of theodolites. So vernier theodolites are there, micrometer theodolites are there, and electronic digital theodolites are there. So one by one we will go through all these types of theodolite. What is meant by transit theodolite? A theodolite is called as transit theodolite when its telescope can be rotated or transited about its horizontal axis in a vertical plane. This is the main word I will marking over here. Transited. The telescope is rotated about its horizontal axis in a vertical plane, then it is called as transit theodolite. And non-transit, opposite to that, the telescope cannot be rotated. The telescope cannot be rotated. That is called as your non-transit theodolite. Classification of theodolite based on your vernier type theodolite, which we are using mostly in the field. Vernier theodolite is one type in which a vernier scale is fitted by which we are taking the reading, whereas micro-optic theodolite is there. In that a graduated circle is same, but the least count of that theodolite is 1 second. Least count of vernier theodolite is 20 seconds, whereas in the digital theodolite the readings are observed directly. So that is the third type, that is digital theodolite. A well designated wherever the scale of vernier scale of theodolite is fitted, the diameter of that particular horizontal circle is from 8 cm to 12 cm or from 14 cm to 25 cm, and that is graduated very accurately. This is very important. These are the main uses of theodolite. You can see here the different uses of theodolite. The very first one is measurement of horizontal and vertical angle. The very first use of theodolite is measurement of horizontal and vertical angle. Locating points on the line, it is nothing but the type of prolonging the survey lines, finding the level. This is in the tachyometer. Setting out the grades of contour, arranging curves, tachyometric survey. These are the different uses of theodolite, out of which we have to use it for the measurement of horizontal angle, vertical angle, and measurement of deflection angle. Then you can see here, as we have already seen in the picture original, the component parts of theodolite. While manufacturing the theodolite, you can see in the picture over here the upper plate. You can see here the upper plate, and this is the lower plate. You can see here the lower plate, upper plate and lower plate. These two plates are very important as the scale is fitted to this upper and lower plate. You can see in the picture here also the vertical axis, the vernier A, vernier B, vertical axis, inner spindle and outer spindle, and these are the two main screw. These are the two main screw which are here, that is the upper clamping screw, and this is another one here, the lower clamping screw. To start or stop the rotation of your vernier or vernier scale, these two screws are very important for the theodolite. Now this is one of the figure of component part of theodolite. The different component part of theodolites are, as we have seen in the classroom also: leveling head, lower circular plate, upper plate, telescope, vernier, U-frame, plumb bob and tripod stand. The terms which are used while using the theodolite is centering, that is with the help of plumb bob or with the help of your optical plummet sight of your theodolite, you can use the theodolite. That is, you have to exactly center the theodolite exactly over the station. Transiting, as we have seen earlier, transiting means rotating the telescope about its horizontal axis in a vertical plane is called as transiting the theodolite. Transiting. Swinging the telescope. Swinging means moving the telescope in a horizontal direction, as you can see in my hand is visible, in a horizontal direction is called as swinging the telescope in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Face left, as we have seen in our classroom lecture, a vertical circle is there in a theodolite. When the vertical circle is on the left side of the observer, this is called as face left, and the observation taken by that is called as face left observation. Face right, once again, face right is nothing but the vertical circle of the theodolite is on right side of the observer, and the observation taken are called as face right observation. Changing face, that is nothing but it is the operation of bringing vertical circle to the right or left of observer and vice versa according to the position by transiting the telescope. It is nothing but changing the face left or face right. The line of collimation. Line of collimation, as we have seen, it is a line passing through the optical center of the crosshairs of the diaphragm to the optical center of the object glass, and its continuation is called as line of collimation. Axis of telescope, it is nothing but the line passing through the center of optical center of the eyepiece to the optical center of the object glass is nothing but axis of telescope. Axis of level tube or axis of bubble tube, it is a line tangential to the longitudinal curve of the bubble at its center. These three we have seen in our dumpy level also. Vertical axis, here it is new, as it is not there in your dumpy level. Vertical axis, that is you have to center the instrument exactly over the station. That is the axis about which the telescope can be rotated in a horizontal plane. Horizontal axis, it is also called as trunnion axis. So it is the axis where the telescope can be rotated in a vertical plane. This is how you can see when we start the practical. The vernier is there. The lowermost part is nothing but the main scale. The lower part, you can see here the 10, 15, 20, these are nothing but the reading on main scale. These are 10 degree, 15 degree, 20 degree, 25 degree, 30 degree. and on the upper side on the upper side, this is the vernier, which is graduated from 0. This is the index mark over here, which is taken as 0, it is graduated from 0 to 5, 10, 15 and 20, which is marked as 0 to 20 second. The graduation on main scale and graduation on vernier scale are same. The division is same. That is, the line coinciding on main scale and vernier scale gives you the reading. This is particularly used, this vernier scale. I have put the YouTube video also on this to clarify your doubt how to measure the vernier. We will see that in our video. For right now, you just remember in your mind that lower scale is graduated in degree and upper scale is graduated for 20 minute and second. Then these are the fundamental axis and their correlation. The vertical axis is perpendicular to horizontal axis, line of sight is parallel to the axis of telescope, then line of sight and axis of telescope is perpendicular to the vertical axis, and their correlation as we have seen your Dumpy level also. Then the main part after the axis, different axis of telescope, is the temporary adjustment of theodolite. What are the temporary adjustment of theodolite? The main temporary adjustment before using the theodolite in the field is setting up the theodolite. While setting up the theodolite, what you have to do? You have to fix the theodolite on the tripod stand to a convenient height and approximately level it. So that is the first temporary adjustment, that is setting up the theodolite. Then leveling the theodolite, with the help of 3-foot screws. The 3-foot screws are there. In the 3-foot screws, parallel to longitudinal bubble tube, parallel to 2-foot screw longitudinal bubble tube, perpendicular to 3rd-foot screw, and bring the bubble at its center of its run. That is leveling. The third adjustment is not given over here, but I am writing it. The third adjustment is centering. Centering the instrument exactly over the station. Then elimination of parallax is there to eliminate the parallax of axis of bubble tube and to eliminate the parallax of eyepiece and object glass. That are the 5 temporary adjustment of your theodolite. Now there are how to measure the horizontal angle with the theodolite. Next is to measure the horizontal angle with the theodolite. So the first 2 methods are there in your syllabus. Direct method, we can call it as direct method or general method. Direct method or general method, this is the first method, and second is repetition method. The third method is not there in your syllabus as far as MSBT syllabus is concerned. That is the retriation method. So one by one we will see how the angle is measured with the theodolite. So here in the picture you can see that the station point O is there, and there are 2 ranging rods at A and B. Now you have to find out the horizontal angle between AOB. This horizontal angle you have to measure. AOB. For measuring this horizontal angle, you have to carry out some steps. In a stepwise procedure, you have to measure this horizontal angle. While measuring this horizontal angle, the very first thing is set up the instrument at station O, carry out all the temporary adjustment, set vernier A to 0, that is or 360 degree, and automatically window B will set to the 360 degree. Window B will set to the 360 degree. Then release the lower clamping screw. Release the lower clamping screw and turn the telescope or swing the telescope in a clockwise direction till it bisect the ranging rod at A. Clamp the lower clamping screw with tangent screw. Finally bisect the ranging rod at A and observe the reading. The reading are going to be same, that is 0 degree 0 minute and 0 second at window A, and at window B 180 degree 0 minute and 0 second. Now hereafter the main thing is, now you release the upper clamping screw. After releasing the upper clamping screw, swing the telescope in a clockwise direction and bisect the ranging rod at B. Bisect the ranging rod at B. And as soon as the ranging rod at B is visible, clamp the upper clamping screw and with its tangent screw finally bisect the ranging rod at B. As soon as the B is bisected, you can observe window A and B reading and note down that reading. That reading is nothing but your, with the one phase, when the vertical circle is on left side of the observer, and you have to repeat the same procedure with the another phase, that is phase right, that is the direct method. The same procedure is repeated with the phase right observation, and mean of these two reading is taken as the horizontal angle AOB. So this is nothing but how today we are seeing the different component part and different axis of telescope, what is meant by types of telescope, and also your measurement of horizontal angle by direct method. So today we will stop over here. In the next lecture we will see the repetition method of measurement of horizontal angle by theodolite. Thank you.